Have you ever woken up feeling weaker than the day before, your legs a little more tired, your mind a bit foggier? Maybe you brush it off as just getting older, that inevitable slowing down everyone talks about. But what if I told you that this isn't just the way aging has to be? What if the weakness, the forgetfulness, or the restless nights aren't simply signs you have to accept, but clues your body is trying to tell you something important? So many seniors quietly struggle with these small, nagging problems that often go unnoticed or dismissed as normal. Yet, these seemingly minor issues can quietly chip away at our independence and joy. It's like a hidden warning light many of us ignore. In this video, we'll explore simple but powerful habits that many healthy seniors practice before 8 a.m. Habits that can help you feel stronger, clearer, and more alive every day. And stay with me till the end, because I'll share the single most important morning habit that could change how you feel, starting tomorrow. Let's walk this journey together, step by step, toward brighter mornings and better health. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Habit 1. Wake up at a consistent time, avoiding too late or too early. It's a quiet morning, the kind that only happens in a house where the world moves a little slower. The sun hasn't fully crested the horizon, but a gentle light is already filtering through your window blinds. You find yourself lying in bed, not quite ready to get up but also not able to fall back asleep. Maybe you glance at the clock. Some mornings it's only 4:30 a.m., and on others, you're surprised to see the hours slipping well past 8. There's no strict alarm to obey anymore, no job to hurry off to, no children clattering through the kitchen. And with that freedom, your wake-up time drifts, sometimes early, sometimes late, following no real pattern except what your body feels like doing that day. It's a situation many older adults know all too well. Without the anchors of a busy work schedule or young family routines, sleep habits can become unpredictable. Maybe you chalk it up to retirement or tell yourself that you deserve to sleep in after a lifetime of early mornings. It feels harmless, maybe even like a small luxury, but deep down, you notice something else. Your energy seems to lag some days. You feel groggy, or strangely anxious, or just not quite yourself. Maybe your nights are restless, and you wonder why you can't seem to get the deep, restful sleep you once enjoyed. Most people accept this as just another part of growing older, but is it so simple? What if the very freedom to wake up whenever you want is making your days harder, not easier? What if inconsistent sleep and wake times are quietly robbing you of the steady energy, sharp mind, and calm spirit you crave? It's a question worth considering because the answer could be the difference between drifting through your day in a haze and greeting each morning with real vitality. Let's look at what's happening beneath the surface. Our bodies have an internal clock, what scientists call the circadian rhythm, that governs our sleep, wakefulness, hunger, hormone levels, and even mood. When you were working or raising a family, your rhythm had natural anchors. Wake up at 6, breakfast by 7, and out the door by 8. These repeated cues helped your body set a pattern. But as those external cues fade in retirement, your internal clock can lose its steady beat. Research shows that inconsistent sleep schedules, even shifting by an hour or two, can lead to fragmented, lighter sleep and can throw off your body's ability to regulate temperature, hunger, and mood. This isn't just about being tired. When your sleep-wake schedule drifts, your body struggles to release melatonin, the sleep hormone, at the right time and ramp up cortisol, the waking hormone, in the morning. The result? You wake up feeling sluggish, or you might have trouble falling asleep at night. Over time, this can even affect your blood pressure, memory, and immune system. In short, the simple act of waking up at a consistent time is much more powerful than most people realize. So what's the gentle solution? It's not about setting a military alarm or forcing yourself up at the crack of dawn. Instead, Try choosing a wake-up time that feels natural and realistic for your current lifestyle. Maybe it's 6:30, maybe it's 7:30. Whatever it is, stick to it as closely as you can, even on weekends. Set your alarm for the same time, open your curtains to let the morning light in, and get out of bed soon after you wake. Over a few weeks, you'll notice your body adjusting, mornings becoming smoother, and your energy stabilizing throughout the day. You might even find your sleep at night becoming deeper and more restful. Let me share a quick story about Henry, a retired school principal from Ohio. After years of disciplined early mornings, he fell into the habit of sleeping late and napping during the day after retirement. At first, it felt indulgent, but he soon realized he was more tired, forgetful, and sometimes even down. After reading about the importance of regular wake times, Henry decided to return to waking at 6:45 each day. The first week was tough. His body protested, but he stuck with it. By the second week, his mornings were brighter. He found himself less groggy, more eager for his morning walk, and, perhaps most importantly, his mood lifted. He once joked, "Turns out, I'm not too old to need a schedule. My body still thanks me for it." So if you're finding that your energy just isn't what it used to be, or if you're missing the clear-headed mornings you once had, try giving yourself the gift of a steady wake-up time. It doesn't take any special equipment or difficult routines. Just a bit of consistency and gentle discipline, and the willingness to believe that small changes can bring big results. Remember, your mornings set the tone for your whole day. By honoring your body's natural rhythm, you're giving yourself a head start on energy, clarity, and peace. It's never too late to reclaim your mornings, one sunrise at a time. Habit 2. Drink a glass of warm water right after waking up. Some mornings, it's easy to slip straight into old habits, reaching for the coffee pot or heading right to the breakfast table, eager to get the day started. Maybe you wake up with a dry mouth or a hint of tiredness that coffee alone never seems to shake. You might even notice that your joints feel a little stiffer than they did years ago, or that your energy takes longer to arrive. Many older adults simply accept these aches, grogginess, and sluggish starts as the normal part of aging. But is that all there is to it? What if the small discomforts you feel in the morning, that parched throat, creaky knees, or foggy mind, aren't just part of getting older, but your body quietly asking for something simple, something easy to give? What if the first thing your body truly craves when you wake isn't caffeine, but water? While we sleep, our bodies work hard behind the scenes. Cells repair, our brain sorts memories, and the heart and kidneys keep going. But through all those nighttime hours, we go 6, 7, even 8 hours or more without a single sip of water. By morning, even if you don't feel desperately thirsty, you're likely just a bit dehydrated, and that small deficit can have bigger effects than you might think. Here's the science in plain language. Water is essential for every function in your body, from moving nutrients to flushing out waste, keeping joints lubricated, and even helping you think clearly. As we age, our sense of thirst naturally fades, making it easier to overlook our body's signals. Mild dehydration can show up as fatigue, headaches, dizziness, constipation, or confusion, all symptoms that many older adults mistakenly blame on age or sleep quality. But a single glass of warm water first thing in the morning can make a real, noticeable difference. Think of that first glass as a gentle wake-up call for your organs, especially your digestive system. Warm water is particularly soothing. It relaxes your muscles, helps jumpstart bowel movements, and gently rehydrates every cell. Warm water is easier on the stomach, especially for those who deal with heartburn or acid reflux, and helps your body absorb fluids more efficiently. Studies suggest that morning hydration supports healthy blood pressure, maintains heart rhythm, and can even improve cognitive function, a brighter, clearer mind, just by adding a simple habit. Making this change is about as easy as it gets, and it doesn't require any fancy equipment or expensive supplements. When you wake up, before you pour your coffee or reach for your pills, fill a glass with warm, not hot, water. If you like, add a slice of fresh lemon for a hint of flavor and a touch of vitamin C. Sip slowly, giving your body time to adjust. This small ritual takes less than 2 minutes, but it sets a healthy tone for the rest of your day. Let me share a story about Irene, a lively 76-year-old from Oregon. For years, Irene struggled with feeling stiff and sluggish every morning. She chalked it up to age until a friend suggested she try drinking warm water before anything else. Skeptical but willing, Irene gave it a shot. Within a week, she noticed her mornings were smoother. Her joint pain eased a bit, her skin felt less dry, and to her surprise, her need for that second cup of coffee faded. She even found her digestion improved, making breakfast more enjoyable. It sounds silly, Irene laughed, but that one glass of warm water changed how I start every day. So if you're reading this and thinking it's too simple to make a difference, I encourage you to try it for a week. Keep a glass by your bedside or in the kitchen, ready and waiting for you each morning. Notice how you feel, not just in your body, but in your mind and spirit too. The little things we do each morning aren't just routines. They're gentle acts of self-care, reminders that our health is built one small habit at a time. By giving your body the water it quietly longs for, you're giving yourself a fresh start every single day. You deserve mornings that feel good, and it's never too late to try something new. Drink up, and let each sunrise bring a little more ease, comfort, and clarity into your life. Habit 3. Do gentle stretching or light exercise. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. You know those mornings when you wake up and feel a little stiff. Maybe your knees don't want to cooperate or your back needs an extra minute before it lets you stand up straight. For so many people over 65, this has become a quiet ritual. Testing your balance before heading to the bathroom, slowly straightening your spine as the sun peeks in. Maybe you pause on the edge of the bed, rolling your ankles or flexing your fingers, hoping the aches will fade before breakfast. It's a scene so familiar that it barely gets a second thought, chalked up to just getting older or the price of another year. But what if that stiffness and slowness is your body's gentle way of asking for something? A little movement, a little care, right at the start of the day. It's easy to believe that exercise is for younger people or those who go to gyms in flashy sneakers. Maybe you've even told yourself, I'm too old for all that. Or, my body just can't handle exercise anymore. But what if you could feel better with something much simpler? No special gear, no gym membership, no pushing yourself too hard. What if gentle stretching and light exercise in the morning are the keys to unlocking more comfort, confidence, and joy every day? Here's what's going on beneath the surface. As we age, our muscles and joints naturally lose some of their flexibility and strength. Circulation slows overnight while we sleep, and our bodies need a little encouragement to get moving in the morning. Without movement, joints can stiffen, muscles can tighten, and balance can suffer, making everyday activities feel harder than they need to be. But gentle stretching and light exercise help wake up your body, boost circulation, loosen tight spots, and send oxygen-rich blood to your brain and muscles. Even just a few minutes each morning can help ease discomfort, improve posture, and even support better mood and memory. Science has shown that seniors who incorporate gentle movement into their mornings have less joint pain, more stability, and even lower risk of falls. Exercise also helps the body release endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that can brighten your mood and set a positive tone for the day. You don't have to break a sweat or do anything fancy. Just a few simple stretches, a walk down the hallway, or some light movements while sitting or standing can do wonders. Here's how you can get started. Right when you wake up, before you even leave the bedroom, try a gentle full body stretch. Reach your arms above your head, wiggle your fingers and toes, and take a few deep breaths. Sitting on the edge of the bed, gently roll your shoulders, rotate your ankles, and turn your neck from side to side. If you feel steady, stand up and try some slow side bends, light knee lifts, or walk in place for a minute. Even seated stretching counts. The goal is to loosen up, wake up your muscles, and gently signal to your body that the day is beginning. If you're up for it, Take a stroll around your home or out onto your porch to greet the morning sun. Chair yoga is a wonderful option. There are plenty of easy routines online for every ability level. The key is to listen to your body, start slow, and remember that consistency matters more than intensity. 5 minutes is better than nothing. 10 minutes is fantastic. The benefits add up over time. Let me tell you about Edna, a 72-year-old grandmother from Texas. For years, Edna woke up stiff and sore, moving slowly through her kitchen and relying on pain relievers to get going. Her daughter suggested she try gentle morning stretching, but Edna was skeptical. It sounded too simple to make a real difference. Still, she gave it a try, starting with a few shoulder rolls and slow marches in place each morning. After 2 weeks, she noticed she could stand straighter, her joints felt less achy, and she didn't need her pain pills as often. "It's like my body just needed a little nudge," Edna said with a smile. "Now I look forward to those few minutes. It's become my private way to say good morning to myself." If you're hesitant or worried about hurting yourself, remember, gentle means gentle. This isn't about pushing through pain or competing with anyone. It's about honoring your body, respecting your limits, and giving yourself the gift of movement. Your body, at any age, is capable of responding to care and kindness. So tomorrow morning, before the day sweeps you away, take a few minutes to stretch, to move, to breathe. You might be surprised at how quickly your body thanks you, with less pain, better balance, and a sense of accomplishment that carries into everything you do. It's never too late to begin, and every gentle movement is a celebration of life and the possibilities each new day brings. Habit 4. Eat a nutritious, balanced breakfast. For so many years, mornings used to be about getting everyone out the door, making toast for the kids, pouring a quick cup of coffee, and sometimes skipping breakfast altogether in the rush of it all. Now, with a quieter house and a slower pace, it's easy to think breakfast isn't as important anymore. Maybe you just nibble on a cracker, grab a sweet roll with your morning paper, or simply wait for lunchtime. It seems harmless, maybe even normal, but have you ever wondered why some days your energy feels low, or your mood dips before noon, or your mind feels just a little bit foggier than it used to? What if feeling sluggish or forgetful in the morning wasn't simply old age, or a side effect of retirement? What if the little habits we treat as unimportant, like skipping or skimping on breakfast, are quietly setting the tone for our whole day? What if a truly good morning starts not with what we cross off our to-do list, but with how we nourish our bodies right after waking? Here's what happens. After a long night's rest, your body has gone nearly 8 to 12 hours without food. Your blood sugar is low, your brain needs fuel, and your muscles are ready for energy to move. Unlike when you were younger, your metabolism isn't as quick to bounce back, and your body doesn't handle blood sugar swings as gracefully. If you skip breakfast or grab something loaded with sugar or simple carbs, you might get a quick burst of energy, only to crash later with fatigue, mood swings, or cravings that are hard to ignore. Even worse, consistently poor breakfasts can raise your risk for diabetes, high blood pressure, and even memory loss over time. But the science is hopeful. Research shows that older adults who eat a balanced, nutritious breakfast enjoy steadier energy, sharper minds, and even better moods throughout the day. Breakfast helps regulate blood sugar, supports healthy muscles and bones, and can reduce the chances of overeating later. A good breakfast can even help certain medications work better and gentler on your stomach. The best part? Creating a nourishing breakfast is simple, affordable, and doesn't require fancy superfoods or complicated recipes. Here's how you can make it work for you. When you wake up, think about combining protein, healthy fat, and some fiber. That might look like a bowl of old-fashioned oatmeal with a handful of walnuts and berries, or whole grain toast topped with natural peanut butter and banana slices. You could scramble an egg or two with spinach and tomatoes, or enjoy plain Greek yogurt with chopped apple and cinnamon. If you're pressed for time, a smoothie with milk, fruit, and a scoop of nut butter works just as well. Keep an eye on sugar. Breakfast pastries, sweetened cereals, and even flavored yogurts can spike your blood sugar and leave you tired and hungry all too soon. Instead, reach for real, whole foods, simple, satisfying, and gentle on your body. Let me tell you about Roy, a retired bus driver from Michigan. After years of skipping breakfast or relying on donuts and strong coffee, he noticed he felt tired, dizzy, and short-tempered by mid-morning. His doctor suggested he try eating a proper breakfast each day for a month. Roy was skeptical, but he started making oatmeal with walnuts and blueberries, or eggs with toast and avocado. Within a few weeks, he was amazed at the difference. His energy evened out, he felt less irritable, and he stopped craving sweets all day. "It's like my whole morning changed," Roy says. "I finally had the energy to play with my grandkids and enjoy my mornings, instead of just waiting for lunch." Maybe you're used to thinking breakfast is just for kids or busy people, but your body still needs gentle, steady fuel to function at its best, especially now. Starting your day with a balanced meal is a powerful, caring way to support your health, mood, and memory. It's not about perfection or deprivation, but about giving yourself the foundation you need to feel good. If breakfast has been an afterthought, or something you skip because it doesn't seem to matter, try treating it as an act of self-care, a small but meaningful gift to yourself. Notice how your mornings feel with a real meal, and let your energy, clarity, and comfort be your guide. Every new day deserves a fresh, nourishing start. You're never too old for a good breakfast, and your body will thank you with every bright, steady morning ahead. Habit 5. Spend a few minutes meditating or deep breathing to calm your mind. Picture this. The morning sun is barely peeking through your curtains, and the world is still quiet. Maybe the only sound you hear is the gentle tick of a clock or the soft rustle of trees outside. You sit up, stretch, and already, thoughts start racing. Reminders of appointments, little aches, worries about your family or the world. For so many older adults, this flood of thoughts is as much a part of waking up as the creaks in your knees or the first sip of coffee. Sometimes, it feels like your mind is never truly at rest, not even first thing in the morning. It's easy to believe this is just how it is. That stress, anxiety, or a restless mind are simply parts of growing older, things we have to accept. But what if that's not the whole story? What if, even now, you could gently guide your mind toward calm and peace? Just as you can ease your body's stiffness with a good stretch or nourish it with a healthy breakfast. What if a few simple minutes of focused breathing or quiet meditation could change the tone of your entire day? Here's the real truth, backed by science and the experience of countless seniors. Our minds, like our bodies, benefit from gentle care and intentional routines. As we age, we're more likely to face disruptions in sleep, loss of loved ones, and worries about health or independence. These challenges can quietly build up stress, raise blood pressure, disturb sleep, and even affect memory or immune strength. Yet, research shows that just 5 to 10 minutes of mindful breathing or meditation in the morning can help ease anxiety, lower stress hormones, and support emotional balance. It's a simple tool, always available, no special equipment needed, that can help you meet each day with a steadier heart and a clearer mind. So how can you start? The beauty is in its simplicity. As soon as you wake, before you turn on the news or check your phone, sit comfortably, on the edge of your bed, in your favorite chair, or by a sunny window. Close your eyes or let your gaze soften. Take a slow, deep breath through your nose, letting your belly gently expand. Hold that breath for a second or two, then exhale slowly through your mouth, feeling your shoulders drop with each breath. Repeat this for 5 or 10 breaths, focusing only on the gentle rise and fall. If your mind wanders, and it will, just gently bring it back to your breath, like returning to the rhythm of a lullaby. If you're interested in meditation, there are countless ways to start, but it doesn't have to be complicated. You might try silently repeating a calming word or phrase with each breath, like peace, calm, or I am safe. You might visualize a favorite place, maybe a quiet lake or a garden you love. Even simply sitting quietly and listening to the sounds around you can be a form of meditation. There's no wrong way to practice. What matters most is showing up for yourself, with patience and kindness. Let me share the story of Samuel, a widower in his 70s living in Arizona. For years, Samuel woke each morning with a heavy heart and a head full of worries, feeling almost powerless to change the mood of his day. After a friend's gentle encouragement, he started spending 5 minutes every morning with his hand on his chest, breathing slowly and quietly. At first, he thought it wouldn't help. But after a few weeks, he noticed something remarkable. He felt less anxious and more in control of his emotions. He looked forward to these peaceful minutes as a time to simply be, not to solve, fix, or plan. "It's the kindest thing I do for myself," Samuel now says, "and it makes everything else feel a little easier." If you've never tried meditation or deep breathing, or if it feels strange or unfamiliar, start small. Even a minute or two can make a difference. Don't worry about doing it perfectly. There's no such thing. The act of pausing, breathing, and being present is enough. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. So tomorrow morning, before the world rushes in, give yourself the gift of calm. Breathe deeply and gently, and notice how your mind begins to settle. It's never too late to learn a new way to care for yourself. With each gentle breath, you're choosing peace, resilience, and hope, one morning at a time. Habit 6. Write down one thing you're grateful for or a small goal for the day. There's a certain quiet that comes with mornings in the later chapters of life. A slow, gentle light rising over familiar walls, a cup of coffee warming your hands, maybe a favorite song playing low in the background. Yet, despite this calm, many older adults find that mornings can sometimes feel empty, or a little uncertain. You might catch yourself staring out the window, lost in memories of busier days, or wondering what you're looking forward to now that life has slowed down. The world, with all its noise and rush, sometimes makes it easy to forget the small joys, the quiet blessings, and the purpose that still fills your days. It's easy to assume that gratitude journals or daily intentions are just trendy ideas for young people with time to spare. Or maybe you've thought, what's the use? I already know what I'm thankful for. But what if pausing each morning, just for a moment, to write down one thing you're grateful for, or setting a small goal for the day, could bring you more clarity, comfort, and meaning than you ever expected? What if this gentle act could make the difference between a day that feels adrift and a day that feels anchored? Science gives us good reason to believe it can. Research shows that expressing gratitude, even in small, simple ways, has remarkable benefits for people of all ages, but especially for seniors. Writing down what you're thankful for can lift your mood, ease symptoms of depression, lower blood pressure, and even help you sleep better. Setting a daily intention or goal, no matter how small, creates a sense of direction and accomplishment. It gives your mind something positive to focus on, helps you savor the present, and gently nudges you toward connection with yourself, your loved ones, and the world around you. So, how do you make this into a habit? It's easier than you think. Keep a small notebook and pen on your nightstand, or in the kitchen beside your morning coffee. As you begin your day, take a moment to reflect. Maybe you're grateful for the sound of birds outside, a phone call with your daughter, or the comfort of your favorite sweater. Don't overthink it. Gratitude isn't about grand gestures. It's about noticing what's already there. If you feel more drawn to goals, write down one thing you'd like to accomplish today. Maybe it's calling an old friend, watering your plants, walking to the mailbox, or simply smiling at a neighbor. The point isn't perfection. It's presence. Let me share a story about Mildred, a retired nurse living in Minnesota. After her husband passed away, Mildred found it difficult to get out of bed, often feeling that her days stretched long and empty. At the suggestion of her granddaughter, she began each morning by jotting down 3 things she was grateful for. At first, it was a struggle. Sometimes all she could think of was her warm bed, a cup of tea, or the sun peeking through her curtains. But gradually, her list grew. The smell of bread baking, the laughter of a neighbor, and memories of a kind patient she once cared for. She also started writing one small intention for her day, like reading a poem or mailing a postcard. Over time, Mildred noticed her spirits lifting. She felt more hopeful, more connected, and even looked forward to her mornings again. "It was such a simple thing," she said, "but it made me realize how much good there still is in my life." If you've never tried this before, or if it feels a little strange, remember, gratitude is a practice, not a performance. You don't have to share your notes with anyone, and they don't have to be profound. This ritual is a private gift, a way to honor your own heart and the richness of your life. Tomorrow morning, give it a try. Open your notebook, take a breath, and write down one thing you're grateful for, or one gentle goal for the day. Notice how the act of writing it down helps shift your focus from what's missing to what's present. With each word, you're planting a seed of positivity, a quiet promise to yourself that today matters, that you matter. It's never too late to start a new habit, and never too late to find beauty and meaning in your days. The small moments of gratitude and intention you claim each morning are like stepping stones, guiding you toward greater peace, purpose, and joy. Habit 7. Spend a few minutes outside in the morning sunlight. There's something magical about those early morning moments. The soft glow of the sun just rising, the world still wrapped in quiet calm. Maybe you've noticed it on days when you step outside, even briefly, and feel a subtle lift in your spirits, a gentle warmth on your skin, or the fresh scent of morning air. But in our busy lives, or even in retirement, it's easy to overlook this simple pleasure. Maybe you stay inside most mornings, wrapped in blankets or caught up in routines, and think, "I'm fine without going out." Or perhaps mobility challenges or chilly weather keep you indoors more than you'd like. Many seniors experience this without realizing just how important that morning sunlight truly is, not just for your mood, but for your whole body. What if those few minutes outside each morning are a secret key to feeling stronger, more balanced, and more alive? What if this small habit could help you fight off aches, boost your immunity, and even sharpen your mind? Here's the science behind the glow. Sunlight triggers your skin to produce vitamin D, a nutrient essential for keeping your bones strong, your muscles working well, and your immune system ready to defend. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D, which means we need a little more help. Studies have linked low vitamin D levels in seniors with increased risk of falls, fractures, and even mood disorders like depression. The good news is that just 10 to 15 minutes of morning sun, without sunscreen, when possible, can help your body top up its stores naturally and safely. But the benefits go beyond vitamin D. Natural light also helps regulate your internal clock, or circadian rhythm, telling your brain when to feel alert and when to wind down. This means better sleep at night and more energy during the day. Exposure to sunlight has been shown to lift serotonin levels, the brain chemical that boosts mood and feelings of well-being. So those early morning walks or quiet moments on your porch can be real mood lifters, helping you feel calmer and happier. Getting outside doesn't have to mean a long hike or intense exercise. It can be as simple as sitting on your patio, standing by a sunny window, or walking slowly around your garden. Even a few minutes in your backyard or on a balcony can make a difference. If weather or mobility is a concern, try to find a comfortable, safe spot near a window that gets direct sunlight. Wearing a wide-brimmed hat and protective clothing can keep you safe from sunburn if you're outside longer. Let me tell you about Gloria, a 78-year-old retired librarian living in Vermont. For years, Gloria mostly stayed indoors, especially during the colder months. She often felt tired and sometimes downhearted, blaming it on age and the long winters. Her doctor suggested she try to spend at least 10 minutes outside in the morning sun whenever possible. Gloria started sitting on her front porch with a warm blanket and a cup of tea, simply soaking in the sunlight. Over the weeks, she noticed her energy improved, her joints felt less stiff, and she even found herself smiling more often. "It's like the sunshine recharges my whole body and lifts my spirit," she says. Those quiet moments outside have become my favorite part of the day. If you're new to this habit, start small. Set a gentle reminder on your phone or place your chair by a sunny window. Try to go outside before 9 or 10 a.m., when the sun is less intense but still strong enough to help your body. Even on cloudy days, some sunlight gets through, so don't be discouraged if the sky isn't clear. Remember, this isn't just about physical health. It's about reconnecting with the world around you, feeling the breeze on your skin, hearing the bird song, and grounding yourself in the present moment. These simple pleasures can bring calmness and joy that echo throughout your day. So tomorrow morning, before the busyness begins, give yourself permission to step outside or find your sunny spot. Let the gentle warmth of the sun greet you, and breathe in the fresh air. You're not just soaking up sunlight, you're inviting vitality, balance, and happiness into your life. It's never too late to start welcoming the morning sun as a friend and healer. With each morning spent in its glow, you're nurturing your body, brightening your mood, and embracing the promise of a new day. Habit 8. Review and organize your plan for the day. Mornings can sometimes feel overwhelming, even when your schedule isn't packed. You might find yourself sitting with a cup of coffee, scrolling through the day's appointments in your head, wondering if you remembered everything. Doctor's visits, errands, phone calls, or maybe even just the little things like watering the plants or calling a friend. It's easy to feel a bit scattered or to let the hours slip by without a clear sense of what you want to accomplish. This feeling of uncertainty or distraction is something many seniors quietly experience, but often dismiss as just part of the aging process or a normal way to start the day. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But what if this sense of being overwhelmed or unfocused is not inevitable? What if spending a few calm moments reviewing and organizing your day could bring clarity, ease, and even joy to your routine? What if a simple morning habit could turn a chaotic feeling into a clear, manageable plan, helping you feel in control and ready to face whatever comes your way? The truth is, planning your day isn't just about crossing off to-dos or keeping busy. It's about creating a sense of purpose and peace that helps reduce stress and anxiety. When your mind knows what to expect, it can focus better, conserve energy, and make decisions more easily. Studies show that having a daily plan can improve mood, increase productivity, and even support cognitive health by exercising your brain's organizing skills. For seniors especially, this habit helps maintain independence and confidence, allowing you to enjoy your day rather than feeling swept along by it. So how do you make this a simple and rewarding habit? Start by keeping a small notebook, planner, or even a piece of paper handy each morning, whatever feels comfortable and natural to you. Before you dive into the day's activities, take a few quiet moments to write down the main things you want to accomplish. These don't have to be big or complicated. Maybe it's as simple as call my neighbor, water the garden, or read for 20 minutes. Prioritize your list, putting the most important or enjoyable tasks at the top. Breaking your day into small, achievable steps can make it feel less daunting and more satisfying. Let me share the story of George, a 75-year-old retired carpenter from Wisconsin. George often felt scattered in the mornings, forgetting appointments or feeling rushed and frustrated. One day, his daughter gave him a simple journal and suggested he try planning his day each morning. George was skeptical but gave it a shot. He began writing down just 3 things he wanted to do every day. Slowly, he noticed a difference. He felt less stressed, remembered his appointments better, and even found time to enjoy a daily walk. Having a plan doesn't mean being rigid, George says. It means knowing where you're headed, so the day flows better. If you ever feel unsure or overwhelmed, remember that planning your day is an act of kindness toward yourself. It's not about perfection or filling every minute, but about giving your mind a gentle roadmap to follow. You can adjust your plan as you go, taking breaks when you need them or changing course if something unexpected happens. The goal is to feel more organized, less anxious, and more in charge of your own time. So tomorrow morning, after your first cup of coffee or tea, Try sitting down with a pen and paper for just a few minutes. Write down your main goals or things you're looking forward to. Notice how this simple habit can quiet your mind and brighten your outlook. With a clear plan, you can step into your day feeling calm, focused, and ready to enjoy whatever comes your way. It's never too late to build a new routine that supports your independence and happiness. Each morning spent organizing your day is a step toward living intentionally, with purpose and peace. Your time is precious. Honor it with a plan that works for you, and watch how your days become brighter, clearer, and more joyful. As we come to the end of this journey through the 8 simple yet powerful habits healthy seniors practice before 8 a.m., I want to remind you that every small step you take matters. These habits, waking up consistently, hydrating with warm water, gentle stretching, nourishing your body with a balanced breakfast, calming your mind through meditation, embracing gratitude and goals, soaking in the morning sun, and organizing your day, are not just routines. They are acts of kindness toward yourself, moments where you choose health, clarity, and joy. It's never about perfection or rushing to change everything at once. It's about starting where you are, with compassion and patience, and trusting that even the gentlest changes can ripple through your life in wonderful ways. Remember Henry, Irene, Edna, Gloria, and George. Their stories show that it's never too late to create new habits that lift your energy, ease your mind, and deepen your sense of well-being. I encourage you to pick just one of these habits to try tomorrow morning. See how it feels. Notice the small differences, the lighter step, the brighter mood, the clearer mind. And when you're ready, add another. Bit by bit, you're building a foundation for healthier, happier days ahead. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'd love to hear which habit you're excited to start or how these ideas resonate with you. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue this journey together. Here's to your health, your happiness, and many beautiful mornings yet to come. Take good care of yourself. You deserve it.